Hello to you. Welcome to another Dynamite series. You're welcome on board. Welcome to this webinar. And this is 3.1. This is the third year we've been having this webinar. And the theme for this one is Nourish, Move, Try. Like we're talking about nutrition, our movements, and its relation to our health. And we have two panel speakers with us today, Miss Jessie Timileyin and Miss Oluwatsu Singh. Let's go straight to their profile. Niger Fitness Coach is a transformational fitness accountability coach and the visionary founder of Niger Fitness Club, an exclusive and thriving community of busy professionals established in 2018. Through our expert guidance and collective expertise of a specialized team of health professionals, countless individuals have unlocked a more productive and healthier version of themselves, achieving incredible health breakthroughs, transforming their bodies, and building habits that last a lifetime. A passion for total wellness and desires to combat the rising rate of inflammatory diseases and excess weight gain among young and promising Africans made her resign her former occupation as a federal civil servant. She is currently pursuing a doctorate degree at the primary university, where she also had her first and second degrees. She has facilitated life transforming seminars and sessions for sustainable development brands like Susty Vibe, Embody Faith, JCI, as well as countless churches and local groups across the country. Her hobbies include reading, researching, and seeking out innovative ways to improve quality of life of Africans. Let's welcome Ninja Fitness Coach into our webinar. Okay, Miss Oluwatosin Mayo Olabiyitan Neola. She is a result-driven public health professional with specialized expertise in health promotion, nutrition, and digital health literacy. She holds a Master of Public Health with distinction in health promotion and education, alongside a BSc in Human Nutrition and Dietetics from the University of Ibadan. With over 8 years of progressive experience, Oluwatosin has led and contributed to impactful public health research, monitoring and evaluation, and program implementation across local and international organizations, including Tech for Dev, Vision Spring Initiatives, WHO, and UNICEF. Our work cuts across key thematic areas such as digital inclusion, sexual and reproductive health, HIV/AIDS prevention, immunization, and non-communicable disease awareness. Oluwatosin has designed and executed evidence-based intervention and co-authored scholarly publication in peer-reviewed journals. She is also the co-founder of White Hope Health, a social enterprise focused on preventing non-communicable disease through diet therapy, virtual health education, and community outreach and applied research. Oluwatosin is passionate about harnessing technology and strategic communication to inspire behavioral change and improve health outcome, especially among underserved population. Welcome, Mrs. Oluwatosin Mayo Olabi. So welcome. So we're going straight to our webinar now. Thank you. Directing the first question to the Niger Fitness Coach. What does wellness mean to you personally? And how did your journey begin? As in, I've read both profiles and wow, yes, like we have great people in this room. So how did your journey start? Please, can you unmute and let's just know a bit about you. Thank you.
Um, it's a privilege to be in the midst of, smart and self-aware people like you, and have been following right from around the beginning. And it's really a privilege to be here. So to me, wellness, yeah, so to me, wellness means being who God wants me to be as it concerns my health. That's wellness to me. So if the world said wellness is being a slim person, that's not necessarily what wellness means to me. So it means being who God wants me to be as regards my health. And that would mean me being sane, me being, fulfilled, me being agile, being strong. Yep. So basically that's what wellness to me. So how did my journey start? Well, I'll say my journey started, okay, my journey, let me mention how my journey started now, because um it um someone would say, or someone, a friend said, um that my coaching program is usually, to her, it feels like it's a personal journey where I'm inviting people to join me. So for me, about 10 years ago, I lost my mom. She had cancer, and I need to say that, even though that was not exactly how my journey started, but then yes, so she had cancer, and after a while, I don't know why, I just developed interest in fitness, and I'm telling you, I don't know why, because I've never been a fat person. So even at the point in my life where I had high blood sugar, I had certain kinds of health issues, I wasn't a fat person. And you know how we slim people can be. So we feel like because we're slim, we're the ones that can, eat everything and not get fat. And we're the ones that are the lucky one. And you people that add on weight easily, like people that I'm an ectomorph, people that endomorphs add on weight easily. So you are people that are the unlucky one. So it didn't make sense for me to affect my fitness. So I came across something one day that had to do with people gymming, and then from gym, you can actually have big butts, and you can have like big thighs and whatever. So I started that. I started squatting. I did one squat challenge. I think Texi did squat challenge, and at the end of his squat challenge, I actually lost more weight than when I started. I'm like, wait, though, are these people deceiving me or what? Like, what exactly is going on? So, from that point, I got very interested in, fitness. I got interested in things that had to do with, jogging. I was just doing random stuff. Like, if I see this challenge, I'll do that, do this, and all of that. And I'll say my journey has been a journey of mercy, actually, because from my from being inquisitive about some of these things over the years, it has gotten to the point where I've had people that join my program, and within 3 months, so I've been trying to conceive for 5 years. Within 3 months, they get pregnant, they get results, and all of that. So it went from me not realizing that um when I lost my mom to cancer, I was supposed to at least ask some questions and do better health wise, but it didn't feel like a problem. We just felt like, oh, maybe I don't know what caused this, I don't know what happened, but it was along the line that I realized that when I had high blood sugar, when I had certain symptoms, when I had a breast surgery myself, that okay, I think something is going on here. And over the years, I've realized that a lot of people that look at other people are, oh, is this person that is diabetic, or is this person that is has a fat, something like this. They are the ones themselves that need to take their health very, very seriously. And I've discovered that wellness is not something that has to do with people that just part or clean. It's for everybody. So I'll say that was how my journey started. Really, I think it's a journey of mercy, because if not for that, there are some mistakes I would have probably made that would probably that would not have been this health conscious, and not know that, okay, God has actually made me to be a healthy person, and there's certain things I can do that can sabotage that. Certain things that God has yeah, it's a certain way that God wants me to live, and doing or some things can actually help me enhance that life that God had for me and step into it fully. So I think that's how I'll say my fitness, my wellness journey started, and that's what wellness means to me. Who God wants me to be as regard my health, being fit enough, being happy, fulfilled, strong in my body, and healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Like, That's all round. And your story, it's really personal. It's so deep. And yeah, I hope people here can actually take from that. And like, in case you've not started your wellness journey, this is a cue. Yeah. Okay, over to our second speaker. So what does wellness mean to you, Mrs. Olatosin? What does wellness mean to you? And how do you currently start there? Yeah.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. It's nice to be here. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good to be here. So, just let me just go straight to the question. Okay, for me, I think wellness actually means that as an individual, you're actively pursuing and maintaining, you know, um, optimal health. It doesn't just mean that oh, there's aspects of disease or something. So it's like a constant approach as for individuals that you're pursuing and maintaining optimum health. And it requires an holistic approach, right? It's not just limited to, oh, this person is not sick. Spiritually, physically, mentally, is all encompassing. So for me, wellness is not just, oh, this person is free of the disease. This person does not have diabetes. This person does not have hypertension. It's an active process whereby you completely continuously pursue and maintain optimal health. It doesn't mean that, oh, last week I helped, I gave this LD lifestyle. Oh, this week I don't have strength to do it. So, wellness is not one of, it's an active process. Just like we are Christian, I'm a Christian, so it's easy for me to use that example. Like every day I wake up to pray, I have to study the scriptures. So it's not one of because I have to meet up with the rapture. So you can also liken that to your health. That oh, last week I managed to do some LD, make some LD choices. This week I don't have strength. So wellness is an active process whereby promote and stay on that course. So that's the full market.
So much. So thank you for giving us a holistic definition and all. So let's talk about the topic for the day. Yes. We said nourish, move, and drive. I remember when I was reforming Niger Fitness Coach, she said she likes the topic. So let's talk about this topic. What's your take on this? What's your view on people invested in nourishing their setup and moving their body? What's your Niger Fitness Coach?
Yeah, okay. So you want me to stick to the topic, right? Yeah, yeah. Yes, so like she said, so when she first told me about this topic, I was quite excited because for me, one of the problems as a an accountability coach is that when we sign people in, we have a hard time convincing them that this is not about eat this, don't eat that. So when I heard the topic nourish, I was like, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like when you talk about you nourishing yourself, that's taking care of yourself. So leave the this is what they want me not to eat. And care though, they will ask us to cut all of this off. How about thinking out from this point of view? I'm actually nourishing, I'm actually taking care of myself. So that nourish, made me like really like the topic, which is exactly what being fit is about. It's not about if this to eat that. It's not about cut all of this up. And I'm not saying all of those things don't happen or they don't matter. I'm sure that's what I'm saying, but point of view matters. So if you see that taking care of yourself and nourishing your God given body, if that's what we're talking about. So nourish it and then moving. So I actually like move too. I really like the topic the what to call the nourish the move part because that people get worried about I can't go to the gym, I can't do this, I can't do that. But see it as movement is like we did in biology where we did Mr. Niger D, right? So movement is actually a characteristic of a human being. So if you're a human being, the more you move, the more you feel alive. And people that actually walking can testify to it that when you walk, it makes you feel alive. It makes you, play your mind because you're not supposed to be static. You're not supposed to sit down for long. You're not supposed to be on your feet for a long time. You're not supposed to lie down for very long. So you are actually designed to move as much as you should as you can. So I actually like the fact that nourishing, moving, actually points to what exactly being fit is about. So it's not about, don't overthink it. Take care of yourself. Move because you are alive. I mean, people that don't imagine the people that don't get to move. People that are on wheelchairs, people that are on hospital bed, people that are probably people that come up good. If you're actually alive and you have legs and you can actually move, why not, do that? So you have legs so that you can move, not so that you can, just sit down all day or just lie down as frequently as possible. So I actually like the topic because it speaks to what it means to be healthy, what it means to be a human being that is alive. Yes, so that's all I'll take out that.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Yes, thank you so much. So, right our second speaker. So, what are you going into? What comes to your mind when you heard about this topic? The nourish, move, and thrive. So, how does it resonate with you?
Okay. So when the guys reached out to me regarding this topic, I was excited because it had an undertone of nutrition in it, and I was more than willing to just give my input on it. And I also like the angle Niger fitness coach came into. She shared her story and what motivated her, to keep on that journey. So then just what came to my mind when I heard the topic, nourish, move, and try. I saw it as something like, let's cast our mind back to, somebody who is in elementary, then secondary, then tertiary. At the time you get to tertiary level, I feel you've gained that stability where you can make informed decision. So what came to my mind that, okay, nourish, move, and try. I see that if they are in phases. For instance, somebody who is striving, you can just know that that person is flourishing, but it didn't just start there. That there are these things that we see that, oh, we only see the success, but we usually don't see the hard work that is on the ground. So before you can even get to the point of thriving, the aspect of nourishing is the work, right? It's just like some people feel that for you to have a glowing skin is the cream you're rubbing on your skin. No, what you put in is what you get out. Is garbage in, garbage out. So let me just quickly mention that nourish actually means that you know what you want to eat, when you want to eat it, and how you want to eat it. So let's quickly break it. For instance, many people have to understand the knowledge in buying healthy foods. Now, people say that eating healthy is expensive. Well, I don't agree with that. Eating healthy can be expensive, but there's a way to do. There are ways to go with it. So now, many people do not also understand the idea of, how to have your healthy plate in such a way that you don't have to break the bank. Healthy plates, because there are a lot of complaints where you meet some clients and maybe you're taking their diet history or you're preparing some meal plans, but then say, this diet, something is too, I would just say, calm down. So you just have to understand the knowledge of portion control. Take for instance, if I ask us here listening to me, let me take your diet history. Well, in the last 24 hours, what was your diet like? Somebody might say, oh, let's take for instance, Ada's diet was like in the morning I took rice and a bowl of rice and one small egg. In the afternoon, I took gari and sugar. And in the evening, I took eba and okra soup, a small meat. Compare this diet with Ngozi. In the morning, Ngozi took one portion of boiled rice and one serving spoon of vegetable and one egg. The vegetable, she steamed it. Nothing so serious. In the afternoon, she took maybe watermelon as the fruit and she just snacked on walnuts. Then the evening, she took boiled plantain with vegetables. You can compare that. Who broke bank between both of them? So, nourishing ourselves is just having the understanding of portion control, making healthy choices. And while maybe you get to a seminar, somebody feels like, oh, maybe you're even in traffic. Most time we're in traffic in Lagos, it's so tedious. Oh, sorry, I would like to crave our indulgence. I have a 6 month-old colleague here with me. So please, you might be hearing some distractions here and there. So please pardon me. So like I said, two people are in traffic and they are tired, they are hungry, and they just want to, in this Lagos, wherever you are, I just want to get something. Somebody saw gala and gala and coke. And the other say, okay, oh, this person selling cashew nut. He's just give me cashew nut and a bottle of water. And then compare both of them. So, it's just about having the healthy choices. And now, when you are making that healthy choices, people might even get to start abusing you that, are you man? Yeah, are you taking, and you're taking granule and water? Are you not hungry? So it's about being intentional. Nourishing our body requires being intentional and actively making the decision. Most times I feel like I used to be sweet tooth before, but now, I dare not say I'm not with sweet tooth. So you nourish yourself, then you move. Combine physical activity. So once you are intentional about those things, it becomes part and parcel of it. Then you can now move to the aspect of thriving. I mean, you can't say you want to try when the elementary process have not been done. So that's just a summary of what the topic means to me. You nourish yourself, you move, you're physically active, you're not sedentary, and then you're thriving. Such that, because studies have shown that the dietary habits or lifestyle that we build now, maybe from childhood to adulthood, when people become elderly, it's difficult to change. That's why you will see that the prevalence of non-communicable diseases like hypertension, diabetes is on the rise now. You will not meet one seven, maybe an adult, and mama, this your portion control. We have to reverse it to the mom say, well, this right, this that I used to eat it, this that I now used to eat. It's difficult to change. And that is supposed to be the time where that person is supposed to be thriving. But now the bedrock, the underlying things are easy. So I feel it's step by step. So that's it for me. I think I took too long on this.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't want to repeat what I've said, and that's why I'm just trying to move forward. Yeah, they've said so, and I really appreciate those people that are engaging with us on the chat. Yes, please let's engage in the chat. I'm seeing some PC discussions going on. So you can be dropping your comment in the chat section. Yeah, intentional portion control. Thank you. Like you again. Amy, thank you so much. Yeah, intentional portion control. So now I want us to talk about something. Let me go to Nigeria Business Coach. So what are some beginner friendly ways whereby we can incorporate movement into our position? So at young professionals, like we go to we have 9 to 5, but maybe you're even a student I have to sit for long in class. We don't have time to go to gym like that. So how can we intentionally beginner friendly? I personally am not a friend of the gym. So how can we incorporate movement into our everyday life? How about you, man?
I actually wanted to say that I'm not a gym person too, but then the people that follow my social to say that I'm lying because they always see me posting pictures of myself at the gym and all of that. But I'll explain myself very soon. Yes, so beginner friendly way. So the question that you asked, there's an assumption in the question that you asked, and the assumption is that we have to move. But you know that not everybody on this call actually knows like that they need to move. Like they know that people are saying, oh, move now, walk now, but it doesn't really think like it doesn't really they've not really gotten it, like we need to move. Like I feel like okay, I did not move and nothing happened to me. So tomorrow I might as well not move. I might as well not move. So for people the assumption in the question is that movement is important. So I think I'll start with helping you understand why it is even important to move. So there are researches now that show that sitting is the new smoking. I remember I said earlier that in when we were doing, I don't know about you, but when I was in primary school, I think we did science and we did Mr. Nigadi. So the first Mr. Nigadi, like it's supposed to be an acronym. M means movement. So human living things move. So, and like I also said earlier, permit me, people that don't move are people that are on hospital bed, people that don't move are people that are on wheelchairs, people that don't move are people that are incapacitated in some ways. So the fact that you are expressing the fact that you are alive is why you should move, number one. And I said also that sitting is the new smoking. So researchers have shown that you're not supposed to sit for more than 3 hours per time or thereabout. Some even claim that you should not sleep for more than 1 hour per time. And their belief is that the people that we evolved from, right? People that we evolved from, they are not people that their kind of job, their kind of activities involved sitting for too long. So just because we're in 2025 and most of our jobs require you sitting does not mean that's the normal thing. Of course, you can't stand up at a job all the time. But the point is that the people you evolved from, because you didn't drop from the sky, and because your DNA and your makeup is as a result of people that you evolved from. So you have to realize that when you're not moving, you are not you are creating a state of how do I put that? You are doing what your body is not used to. And when we do things like that, our bodies are not used to, our bodies start malfunctioning in certain ways because it's not used to that. It has not been. So imagine if in the beginning of time, man has been moving, has been doing things for years and then millions of years, and then the hunter gatherer and all of that. And then now we are sitting for very long, we are being sedentary and all of that. So if you understand that moving is important, every opportunity to move, every opportunity you get, you're going to move. So whether it's taking the stairs instead of using your elevator on it and whatever, whether it's you taking it asking the bike man to stop a few meters from your house, you're going to do that. Whether it's you standing up every few minutes and moving around and everything, and then dedicating at least 1 hour a day to take an intentional walk. And this is what I do. Because as a woman, one of the things that you should master as a woman, sorry to guys, but for me to use this example. So as a woman, one of the your strong thoughts should be you multitasking. So when I take walks, I don't just take walk. I take walk. I listen to audiobook at that time. Always my personal time for brainstorming, thinking about new ways to develop my business and all of that. So if I'm doing 3 and 4 things at the time when I'm working and it makes me feel alive and all of that, I'll always look forward to doing it. So understanding why you should even move is important, such that it it's not something that one fitness coach will come on like that tell you like you have to move before you move. It comes naturally for you. And that's how this thing was supposed to be. It's not supposed to be about rules and regulation. It's about you knowing what's important for you and doing it willingly without waiting for when you are at a particular age and the doctor is telling you now you have to lose weight, now you have to do, you don't have to wait for that time. So the friendly way to move for beginners is every opportunity to get it, stand up. Anything that doesn't involve me typing on my phone and sitting down, I try to stand up to do it as much as possible. I try to stand up. That's why sometimes I try to cook at home. I don't order. If I want to get off that, I walk there and try to walk back. I walk to the gym and walk back. Short distances I try to walk so that I can, and I do that when I need to do things that don't involve me sitting down and pressing my phone or operating a laptop or talking to someone. So things that involve me reading, listening to music, things that involve me that doesn't involve me using my hands at that time can be done while I'm moving. So I'm pacing in my house, I'm taking short walks, I'm taking the stairs, I'm moving as much as I can because the more I do that, the more I'm alive. So every opportunity that you get to express the fact that you are a living being, please take the opportunity. So that's what I'll advise as regards, friendly ways, beginner friendly ways to actually move if you don't want to go to the gym. So I would like to say also that the gym is a recent invention. The gym has not always been there to cater for a sedentary lifestyle. That's one thing that you should know. The gym it's a recent invention. So it doesn't mean I want to can't go to the gym. So you see people online and posting gym pictures. I know it look cute. Even sometimes, as much as I go to the gym, I tell people that just enroll in my business program that I don't think we should start with the gym, honestly. Because when you start with the gym first, what happens is that if you don't have a healthy relationship with, you know what will happen? You will get more hungry when you go to the gym. People that go to the gym, they can testify. The gym will make you hungrier. It will make you, yeah, it will make you hungrier. It will make you feel like, I've used all my energy. Now I have to eat more. And it can mess up a relationship with food. So you don't have to start with going to the gym. The gym is a very intense inversion. You can do body, even if you want to do weight training, you can do body weight exercise first and then, move from there. You don't have to start with, going to the gym and then you think everybody go to the gym, I have to do that. And we're going to talk about that. I hope we get a chance to talk about that later, which is that what everybody is doing online, not especially what wellness is. You might not have gone to gym your entire life and you still be small, you'll be stronger and healthier than people that go to gym because I thought as been going to gym for years, people that go to the gym have a messed up relationship with food sometimes because they feel like because I gym, I have an excuse to eat whatever I want. I mean, I've gone to the gym, I've done the work, I've exercised, so I've exercised. So why can't I get whatever I want? I've gone to burn it. Do you want me to fail? Do you want me to die? Do you get? So the gym, don't worry yourself. When you see things online about the gym, don't get unnecessary work over. Say, I can't go to the gym. No, go. That's what I can do. Never, ever, ever say that. Never say that. Whatever you can do part time, moving. Start with moving. Yes, that's very good. And you can start with body weight exercises and all of that. Yes. So I think I would rest my case there.
Yeah. It went to be happy. And actually, aside from that, really, it's in the little things that becomes our happy. I see some people raising up your hands. Please drop your comments or your questions in the chat room. Everybody can chat. Drop your questions in the chat room so that we can move fast. So I'm going to collate all the questions and answer them at once after discussion. So about our public health nutrition needs. So oftentimes you already hinted on this that eating well is not expensive. But when all these cooking videos that we are seeing, that you will see different 4 or 5 different types of things that are struggling for what's it called. Then they will put small rice, and you will be seeing different colors of vegetables, and that does not that not be realistic. It is a that kind of plate is expensive. So how can we actually eat well on the right budget? Because not everybody can afford um very expensive budget. Another fly it up who are not do. They would say that very booksy are very expensive. So they just take jokes right and left and center. So what do you how can we actually eat better, nourish our body without breaking the bank? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you for that question. I know that I earlier said that eating healthy is not that expensive. I would like to just want us to cast our mind back that our forefathers in the olden days, you see that they live longer. You see some of them living to like 90, 80. I mean, if you see what they eat compared to what we eat now, there's a whole difference. I would just like to just cap it by saying that to eat healthy is about being intentional, and it requires hard work. Now, many people shy away from home garden. Last year, I'm here, I plant vegetables and I harvest. So practically all my diet, there's no day I don't take vegetables. So why am I saying this? Although, social media has painted a lot of things for us. If you are following chef, it's different from following a nutritionist or a nutrition or a dietitian. If you're following a chef would definitely cook to satisfy your taste buds and all the aesthetics and all of that. But if you want to do it the nutritious way and without stress, and that's why we are bringing up this kind of wedding to demystify that you can eat healthy without breaking the bank. To let people know that you can eat healthy, it just requires hard work. So now, it requires hard work and being intentional. I know things are quite expensive, and that's why I started with home gardening. So last year, I spent so much being somebody who likes to eat vegetables. I spent so much buying vegetables. I mean, I cook vegetables roughly, let's say 3 to 4 times a week, just to ensure that I'm able to, combine it with my food appropriately. So I'm like, oh, I think upper year I had a garden, so I didn't spend so much on vegetables. So this year, I know what I planted during when rain began. I know all the seeds are planted, full tomatoes and everything I planted in my home. So even if we feel that, and you get to see the hard work I put into this, some I had to get some pots to ensure that I just put on soil in it. Something must go in my compound. So it's just about hard work. Let's just leave that hard work aside and let's cast our mind back to when I said olden days. We see that our parents they live so long, they really don't come down with all these diseases. Check what they are eating. They are not diets that have
have oil swinging around them, like what we see on social media. We are so cultures. Who they just want to say, oh, it's so colorful, it's so this and that. You are what you eat. There's an adage that said, make your kitchen your hospital. Your food should be your medicine. How do you make your food your medicine? Expand handing works to it. Making healthy choices. That's the first thing. You make healthy choices. You want to know that, okay, if this is what is available, this is what I want. Healthy choices, food, complex carbohydrates. It's not just, oh, we just want a cakes, donuts, fries, just jump on anything, eat like a glutton. No. You also have few, I know that's just like my that fitness coach said that once you leave the gym, hunger is following you. So for me, for after the gym, they're going back to their bowl of eba. I mean, it's just like you're eating your body. There's nothing. I mean, so you have to be intentional about what you eat. Our cooking method. Some people, when they're cooking vegetables, they have to pour all the oil. Right? That's you've added so much calories in what you're cooking. I mean, and so at the end, when you're coming back from the gym, you're coming back to eat that pot of eba with plenty oil on that egusi soup. You know, you've added so much calories that even if you go to gym for like a week, it will be difficult for you to burn. So healthy eating, knowing how to combine foods, and our body differs. So you have to also understand your body that while somebody says, oh, she is doing intermittent fasting, if they're a breakfast person, start with breakfast. And know that for me, I'm a breakfast person. Intermittent fasting doesn't work for me. Once I have my breakfast and I show that it's a complete, it has all the nutrients that is needed. It has all the catches of food. During the day, once you have the right intake of food, it's filling. Not like all these soda that once you take it, they are just empty calorie that, you know, the sugar will just quickly burn off. But once you load yourself with foods that are rich in complex carbohydrate, we talk about, and what are complex food that are rich in complex carbohydrate? They have their fiber retained in them, not refined sugar that once you take them, it will quickly burn out and you're hungry again. So know the difference, know the right food choices to make, know how to combine it, and know when to take it. So that's the difference. And once you have the understanding of it, you'll be able to complement it with the right physical movement, just like my that fitness coach explained. For me, I don't go to the gym. I don't. I just know that I have to be active. Sometimes I want to visit my fellow. I just trek there. And once sometimes that maybe after trekking there, I'm tired and I'll maybe take a bike back home or something. But that trekking has really done a lot in my body. That when I go, my God, my legs are really aching me. I needed that because if you also go to the gym, you see that, oh, after a gym section, your hands are aching or your legs could ache or something. So we should just know how to combine all these things together in the right way. So just like I said, it's not so expensive. It can be expensive, but maybe because I already have some knowledge of how to combine. That's why I think it's not expensive. So for me, I want to encourage us to have home gardening. Try and have home gardening, and try and ensure that you get the knowledge of how to combine these foods together. They could be expensive, but what those other things that you're spending your money on, so they can also be very expensive. Junk food are expensive. Shawarma is expensive. Shawarma is also very expensive. Pizza is expensive. So it's you that will choose your expensive. You will choose what you rather invest your money on. So that's why I said I disagree that healthy living is not expensive. Do you know how much they sell pizza now? The smallest size of pizza that will not kill you. Do you know how much they spend? That money that you use to buy pizza, why not buy clothes? I'm telling you, let's analyze it. We are being practical here. The money you are using to buy the smallest size of pizza can cook you a puff, can cook you vegetable that you use to portion, vegetable soup that you use to portion your food more than a whole pig. I think let me just crack it a little bit in my home. I mean, I think it was bring the that it was, and it was that it was quality day was stuck and he just bought something. I saw him buying, he bought jam, he bought something. I know that I don't take sugar. I don't really take added sugar. You're like, it's true, this thing that I bought. I would have just bought fruits now. But the next time we're going shopping, we didn't bother to buy, all those added sugars, we find all those things. No, we were now intentional that this is what we're going to find to just ensure that we find healthy things, food and vegetable. So for me, that's how to, that's how to be lazy. That's how to substitute it. It could be expensive, but there are other ways that we can also leverage to make it less expensive. And that's why we on gardening and substituting those unhealthy choices for healthy ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Like home gardening. Yeah, that's another one. Home gardening. Yes. And it's true what you said. I think that happened to me this week. It's been long. I'm not really the kind of person that buy drinks. I just saw video make. I was like, oh, when was the last time I saw video make? How much is it? I think it said 700 or something. Eh? I can't remember. Was it Coke? It was sure one price. I was like, ah, I would rather go and use it to buy banana. I know that I've eaten banana for the day. So really, the expensive, you need to choose your expensive because every food option, both the um good and the bad, you quote, they are all expensive at this point. Thank you for that, taking us back home. So okay, our next question. There's a lot of information online. The one that is trending now is this app that we say you should walk for 5,000 steps in a day. I don't know. Is it 5,000? Like, it's not one crazy number of steps that you should walk in a day. There is so much on there. Most people are doing it just to market their gym, market gym wears and all those things. So social media glamorizes fitness. They glamorize diets. At some point you'll be hearing keto diets. At another point you hear what a particular recently it is ginger shots that was trending. Everybody started drinking ginger shots up and down. So in the midst of all these plenty things, how can we see about the actual one that we should follow? And I want to double up this question. For people that are also having issues, that are struggling with comparison, when they see somebody online and they see figure eight shape, even though we now know that there are a lot of original and fake BBN that is not real. So how can they now, a lot of people actually go through a lot. They get on all this crazy diet they see online because they are trying to pursue a particular figure or they're not comfortable, they're not happy with the way they are. So what can we do to this to sieve out the original information from many people trying to advertise their products? Because okay, last year was waist trainer. Everybody was snatching those that are fainting inside their snatched weights and all those things. So how can we get the real deal from all these social media noise? And how can people that already having issues with their body image, how can they deal with it? Yes, from all this pressure from online. Over to you, Ninja Fitness Coach.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very happy that you asked this question, and it's a challenge that I have. It fix a challenge that I have for as dealing with clients as a fitness accountability coach and as someone that how to think of doctors and all that help them. Because we are telling you something and go online and they are saying something else. So I have to delete my when I first started my fitness journey on my Instagram page. When I saw other fitness coaches and nutritionists and whatever and whatnot, what I saw was that they were posting content and I felt like, oh, I needed to, so then it was, I think it was gym pictures they were so you post pictures of them like gym videos, how to do this, how to do that. I started doing that too. Until I realized that the point I was not really helping people, I was just pushing out content here. And there's a pressure on people that are nutritionist and all of that to push out. Now, I'm not saying it's not good to push out content, but I realized that immediately I stopped using Instagram at that time and decided that okay, I will not go back to Instagram until I had a social media handle. I realized I started helping people more on WhatsApp because it's closely knitted, like personal. We are not distracted. So the kind of solutions I started preferring were more actually helpful to people rather than wanting to know what are people doing out there. Then so the time that I usually spend on social media to keep scrolling, I end up spending now reading and taking work. So if you're someone that uses social media a lot, you always find what you're looking for. There's a place in the Bible that says always learning. I think it says always learn. I'll look for it. I don't know if how can help me look for it and post it in the comment section. Thank you very much. So it said something like always learning, but never coming to the truth. Something like that. So they're always learning. So a lot of people follow numerous social media influencers, fitness, coaches, doctors and everything. And they think that because they are doing that, in their mind, they are actually learning a lot. But let me tell you what it means to learn something is not you consuming so much information at a time. I know we are in that age and it's very hard to resist that urge. Like I must be following all the doctors, I must be following all of them so that I can know this and know that. And the more I know. But let me tell you, you can follow social media influencers and coaches and trainers, and it will not show in your health significantly significant. I had people that have come to me that I've been doing this, I've bought this, they said it was in Australia, I've done that, and it did not work sustainably for me until they got personal with the coach and listen. So I say it's not like you having had a I'm trying to look for a good example now. Having someone that is guiding like a mentor. When you go like there's too many voices. But if you don't know what you're doing, what your the big goal is, if you don't have someone that is constantly speaking over you, you will be confused. Every pastor would make sense to you. You will not know what you're doing. Every training person would always make sense to you, which is not supposed to do. So how do you number one thing is that you decide that okay, this is what I want. And then you decide this is how I want to go about it. So one thing that I'll try to tell people is that there will always be diets that are trending, whether the ketogenic diet, the cannibal diet, doing portion control, whole grains and everything. And as someone that help people over time, I can promise you that the focus of a Christian was for now what should inform the way a Christian did should not be either it is whole grain or portion control because let me tell you, 50 years ago, this was not how we were eating. The nutrition board will always change their minds after a while. It's true. What is trending will always change. But the truth never changes. Now, how do you know the truth? So there's something that the framework that I use for my clients, and I usually tell them that what people push online is not what is not here. So someone has posted that for me. Thank you very much. Someone has they can say in the comment section that ever learning but never arriving at the truth. And it's only the truth that will set you free. It is not what you keep learning like this is the latest trend. It will not set you people sustainably. You just keep deceiving yourself. Thank you very much, Mr. Lambert. So yeah, so I was talking about the framework that I use for my client, and I tell them that what's pushed online, it's part of the framework. So there's something that is pushed online, and when you go to like 9 out of 10 social media influencers page, you see talking about meals and movement, and other movements we have exercise and all of that. And then other meals we have their place, their meal prep. This is the meal. Take this drink, take this, blend it together, do everything and all of that. So the focus on the meals and movement. But meals and movement are like you building a house and having the paint and the big gate and the fine gate. Imagine a big hotel. Think of maybe the bridge at Akobo. Yeah, the fine gate and fine paint. That meals and movement. Or actually makes things work is actually mental health and mindset. So someone can get results and the coach can post them online. And after a few months, they'll gain the weight back. One can punish themselves so much and do all the portion control. And after a month or another, because of the state of their mental health, they will go back to eat because people don't eat because they don't know what to do really. Yeah, there are very specific knowledge and some things I tell clients that might not be true, like that might not be popular. But what will really help you is not just knowing because you can know and never come to to applying the truth in your life and getting free. So that's about knowing all of those things. Is about really what's factoring in what really matters. So you don't factor in your mental health. You don't factor in your mindset. Another mindset um comes with programming. The things that you believe over time. So I think it was animals that said it. I think it said I'm paraphrasing. I said that as soon as you come of age, as they are old now, from the time when you were raised, till when you like got more aware. One thing that you should do as soon as you are like that aware is that you should start rebuilding and remolding yourself because everything that you've been told about a lot of things are not true. The way your parents have raised you is how they know how to raise you. And those things are paid with you. So one of your assignment as an adult is to try to reprogram yourself as much as possible, like relearn, unlearn so many things. Now you can't unlearn and relearn if you're always jumping from page to page. That's number one. Then you cannot do what you need to do as regard eating healthy. It's always about the food and exercise because the way some of these people do their meal prep and everything. You feel like you can never ever measure up. Like in your mind, right? You're already stressing yourself. You're already feeling like, oh, where will I get this food from? Where will I get say a buchi mixer to blend this from? Where will I to get this from? Where will I get all kind of this thing from? Every single thing that you see, you feel like it's helping you. But it is not helping you. It is putting so much pressure on you. And it's very, very sad because being healthy is not optional. It's something that is very compulsory for everybody. So by the time you get the messed up, by the time you already put yourself under undue stress and you have the wrong mindset, you will never attain what God wants you to attain as regard your health because you are feeding your mind with the things that are confusing you. You're feeding your mind with things that will never really help you. So you cannot jump from pay to pay. Then the important thing I will really tell that people underrate is that it is not about meal and movement, but those things make the outside look okay. Like everybody does that. We see that and we want to do that today, and it's very, very important. To but that those are not the most important thing. So your mind that has scared. So for example, now I'm someone that I decided to not. That's one example. That's reality. I'm actually addicted to nut. If you give me, if you give me 100 naira granite, it will not do me. It's like I need your or two. So when I go online, someone says, not that healthy for you. The content will make us some saucy and all of that. What do you think I'll start doing? I'll start eating a lot of nut. Now, is that healthy? No, there's a certain time and I get you to export nut. Now they don't export granite as much as they do again because of last segments and too many other things. But they don't tell you those other things are not. So if I want to follow, this person said I should eat nuts and everything, am I not deceiving myself? So no, the most important things are number one, don't lie to yourself. People go on and every day to go and look at things that will validate the things that they are doing wrong. Like I said, they will not be report. You know those codes I have to report. They will not be report to something that make them you dwell in that like challenge every what they call in your life, challenge everything that doesn't allow you go in your life. So you go online, something eat not because they make something, I start eating and pinching or not. So people that actually say eating the moderation, they are not lying because moderation is actually how things you should never abuse anything. So even if someone online says that we do this thing, ask yourself, remember I started at the beginning and saying that I like this topic so much because it frees you from the prison of, oh, this is how I should eat. Oh, they said egg you put. Now egg is no longer good. They said you can eat one egg and more than one will not work. Now you can eat 3 eggs. It will free you from all of that. It will really, really free you. Because you need freedom. You need to know that anytime I'm eating, I'm nourishing myself and you know when you're nourishing yourself and when you are not. You know. You know when you're nourishing yourself and when you are not. When you're eating from a place of stress, when you're eating based on what someone told you online and is validating something wrong that you're doing, you know, people will say it, do you know that people have fat liver disease now and they don't even drink alcohol, they don't really think. How do they have because when they say sweet diabetes, they will not blend all the sweet food, they blend pineapple and watermelon and all these sweet food together and say I'm drinking smoothie. And meanwhile, if you ask science students here, the fructose in soda and fructose in what do you call it, in salt is the same way your body interprets. It might taste different in your mouth, oh, but what your body sees and it metabolizes is the same thing. So people that don't have fat liver disease now, you say they don't pick and they do just very all the people are and it affects your health negatively. So tell yourself the truth. You see people now, mangoes in the apply, buy 20 mango, eat mangoes. Mangoes are healthy for me, yay. I can be eating mango anyhow I like. So don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Don't allow things that you're looking at. Don't allow them validate the wrong thing that they are doing. Then you don't need to follow so many pages. You just need organized guidance. You need organized guidance. So the fact that I follow so many people does not mean that you would. So if I want to say something online and I know that this thing that's my weak spot, I will not go and buy not and start saying I want to get to make or whatever. No, I won't do that. And then I won't follow so many social media pages. And then I won't always be online checking and scrolling because you're already selling your packing. You might not do that eating in part. I can never measure up. Oh, to this pizza, to this blender, to this meal prep, to this person's gym code, to everything. You're already creating the picture here that you never and that is not what in fact the most important that I'm trying to tell people that they don't understand is that good health is not something you aspire to. It's who God has made you to be. And you're only aligning with who you're only aligning with it. And when you are talking about all of that, you're not talking about diet first when you're aligning. When you say they said the truth, when in your mental health and mindset you're aligning, the diet and all of will follow. It follow because people are not eating healthy and they are using the same mindset that they used to eat unhealthy food. And to take it out, you think that the way you eat pizza and you don't eat empty at home, you want to eat healthy food too like that. How will that work? So it's not about number of pages that you follow because if you follow trend, you'll be the cap. No matter how educated you are, if you follow trend, you'll be the So they thought that this is the sun cream now that blocking away all the sun from the skin. Do not affect it. You go and buy. This is the latest product that just drink it up. You go and buy. Everybody is using it. If person has 1 million followers there, you go and with and like my rep with everybody out there. Popularity is not proof of legitimacy. That something is popular doesn't mean it's legitimate. Like everybody's watching a movie on Netflix doesn't mean it's right for you to watch it. So something is popular as an educated person, you should not take it full climb and sink, because that's not how it. Do you understand? And as when God see your heart and see the intention that you are not trying to always follow every trend, you're trying to align with the LD picture that He has of you, you will begin to. The people that are saying that God told you not to keep it, take it. Or they are not from it. It is anybody sin, and doesn't mean that other people are lying. But there are certain things that God will bring you, particularly by your health, that would truly work for you and it will deliver the ones that God told us is a Maggie. They call her Lagos housewife that God told us is a Maggie. So certain things has to start from a place of this that okay, I don't want to listen to trend again. I want to just focus on one thing. I want to focus on just maybe just one person that will followed me or just the couple of people that I will listen to. And then when God sees your fact that it's not about you following trend and everything and you becoming who He wants you to be, He will direct yourself. He will give you the solution that you need to be able to be the healthy version that He created you to be. So if you go online and open online, you will find what you're looking for. You can't spend all the time online and say you don't want to be deceived. You will be deceived. You will be deceived. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. You have said a lot of that. You broken the table. Why? You did not leave anything. Oh, thank you so much, ma. In fact, you've done and scattered all the tables about trends, about yes. I don't want to repeat what she has said. As in, she has said a lot. As in, dive deep. So, and her answer has swallowed a lot of my questions. So let me ask, because of our time is far gone. Please let us drop our questions in the comment section. We should end in the next 10-15 minutes. So let's drop our questions so that we can take them. Let me ask the penultimate question. Mr. Tosin. So let's talk about sleep a bit because that's one thing also that can triangulate these little things. This age that everybody is busy, people talking about productivity, we have so much things to do. We see people actually getting on so much. You are in school, you have so many books to read, or you are at work, you have projects, you have other courses, you have side hustles, and you start getting 4 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours sleep at most. What do you think is the effect of this, especially when it comes to our well-being and really thriving in the whole sense? How can we improve our sleep routine? And there's this part of I will lie down on the bed by let's say 10 p.m. and I want to sleep. Let me check what is happening on the street of social media, and you press phone for the next 3 hours and you will now end up sleeping and waking up tired. That is also a thing. So over to you, ma.
I think this question, we are all guilty of it. I mean, you want to rest and you just find yourself still pressing your phone. But for me, I just believe that our goals are different. So if you're somebody that you know that you have a goal to achieve and you know that you've set a timeline for it, I mean, where you're supposed to be on your toes, maybe doing something that will be more productive, we would not be pressing phone. So for me, I feel that it's all about being intentional, setting our priorities right, and discipline. I know it's not easy. You will just sometimes you're tired. Let me just see what is happening online. And trust me, you will go online, you will just see something that will make you happy, that will just, that will make you excited. A lot are going on. People are traumatized. A lot of people are depressed. Things are just going on. But in the middle of all this, in the midst of all this, sometimes you just turn on a video on social media and it could inspire you. I mean, social media, it has advantage and disadvantage. We all know that. It has happened to me before. Maybe there was a time and I was down or something. I just randomly just checked my phone and I just saw a song on TikTok and I'm like, wow, this song, is the song of the season. So it's all about you knowing the social media that inspires you more and knowing the ones that, oh, I really want to do away from. That's one. Then discipline. Okay, at what time do I want to go there? You know, then prioritizing your activities. What do I need to do? Third timelines and ensure that I think I'm faltering in this. So, and these are the things that is not making me to do all of this. What's your advice? So it's very good that we have an ability partner. It's also very good that we have mentors that are this I'm
I don't
experiencing
want
myself.
to please mail to yourself.
Because yeah, let's not take up is actually a sign of strength that, oh, this and I'm not getting it done. Please, could you please help me? So that will actually help you from being strained, from stress and all of that. You'll be able to sleep, knowing fully well that, oh, this aspect that is overwhelming me, I've been able to discuss with my accountability partner, or this other aspect that is overwhelming me, I've been able to discuss with my men. So another thing is that we should learn to there are some times that people who have made it all these Tony Elumere, there are times they took break from it. Maybe you feel that, oh, you're not getting this something right, you're confused about something. Take a break, do something else. Just don't overwhelm yourself and come back to it. We strategize, we focus again. That's one aspect of it. Then another aspect, we learn to say no. You can't be everywhere. You want to try, you can't be everywhere. Your body also needs rest. There are some will say some people that, oh, yeah, you just want to be everywhere, and they're not taking care of their health. Do you understand? You just want to be in the face of everywhere. Please, let's try to that when you know that, oh, you can't really cope with all of his, learn to stay new, because this wellness is holistic, spiritually, mentally, physically, is holistic. So it's not just, oh, I'm not sick. A lot of people go through mental health issues. A lot of things are happening. So I just believe that with the few points I've mentioned, we'll be able to cope through it.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma. Um, yeah, I think you have a question in the room now. From Okwelala. You said something about how important breakfast is and how it is important to combine complex carbohydrates and being intentional. As a student in a school where we can't cook and can only have access to mostly cereals in the morning, what would you be your advice for us, Ma? Or rather, what or how can we do things differently? Let me give this question to Naija Fitness Coach. So we should take breakfast important, and there are cases whereby people the basics is they have access to in the morning is cereal. So how can they adapt this to their reality?
Okay, thank you very much. Like I always say, there's nobody that is not deserving of good health. There's no situation where you are in that would say, healthy living is not for people again. No. As long as you want to be sane and you want to be healthy and you want to be strong enough and you don't want to age faster than your age and you don't want to be at risk of diseases and you believe that Christ actually died for you to, Christ actually suffer, not just that he suffered so that he can be healthy. Then you know that it's for everybody, actually. Because normal, salvation and killing from sickness cannot be they are supposed to be together, but some things that we do talk and to allow us, align. So for someone that cannot, you are still deserving of being held, that person I should know. You should still be held. That the still doesn't disqualify you. Like this is something said earlier. He said he takes breakfast and I don't take breakfast. And that's because when I take breakfast, I start feeling sleepy by midday. Most time I start feeling sleepy, it makes me slower. And because around the time I take breakfast, that's the time I engage my client more. So when I take that, it makes things it faster. So I work on faster energy most of the time. So if you're someone that takes cereal, the same thing is going to happen to you more often than not because to spike the blood sugar and then crash it and then make you really and it's even more than crashing it to make you moody and to make you feel very cranky. But I don't see it next me. You're going to not care yourself. Now, I'm not talking about the else, whatever institution now. So if you're someone that your breakfast is always cereal and there's nothing like maybe they added egg to it or maybe something that has healthy fat or protein or something that really needs to hold your stomach for longer, I will not make your sugar crash. then I'll advise you to hydrate if you can. Like you can get water and take that. You can actually eat a healthy meal. That's what I do. I'll tell people that it's better for you to pack and eat a healthy meal later. I believe that even no matter how wicked or how the son of the school is, they can't be giving you serious money after that right now. And they at least lunch, there will be some nutrition there. Abi. So that will really and you really get results with that. You really trust me, you get results. Another reason I put those okay because they feel that results are far fetched. Uh, results are far-fetched. So I don't can't really, and I see people that for 5 years they were trying to conceive. They use the bulk they spend millions on that opportunity. They just come to the fitness program within 3 months. So that's why I don't joke with giving people the right knowledge. That's why I don't joke with telling people that you actually deserve that. This thing, good health is not something that is far, far, far from me. That was when I was a young kid. Now I'm getting old, man. I'm now very, very fat. No, no, no. So if you can drink water, when you can eat a healthy meal, maybe in the afternoon or whenever you're food next week, it will be better for you to eat an unhealthy meal. I mean, think about it. A lion, no matter how hungry it is, will never eat something. It will never eat something like the more whatever. It will never eat it because he has whatever what it eat for it. To the other way, you think that it's going to eat it there. So that's why you see yourself that I cannot bring myself like my body. You know, you're not an animal that will be using their mouth, be eating just anytime, eating grass or just porridge. You don't know. You are not. What body your body count? It affects every single thing. It affects your mood. It affects your sanity. It affects your skin. It affects everything about your life. It affects how fast you age. If you look further than your age, it affects so many things about you. It affects every single thing. So you cannot afford to just take anything for second. If you can take water in when your schoolmate will be ready. And of course, you won't be cool forever. And I need to get used to that. So for people that have the emotions that are very volatile, I tell them that it can take, you should actually take person as a but if the person of this healthy, it will worsen your problem. Have you ever done a fast before that before the fast didn't really feel like eating? But as soon as you broke the fast, it's something that is not healthy. You not had those she craving all the hunger. I don't think before everything now become me all at once. It happens like that become what makes you hungry, not the fact that it's not easy. It's what you ate last that will determine how hungry you will be the next time. That's right with you. What you eat tonight now, it will determine how you feel by tomorrow, whether you feel like you want to free or you can't really stand or you are really starved, even though your tummy is something too big. I feel like I see a pack of the food in my tummy. No. So what you ate last will determine how you function, how long you can stay for without eating. So eating in the morning is actually very good. And for many people that have volatile emotions that they easily weak and easily cranky, like eat a healthy meal. But if you don't have a healthy meal, it's better for you to take water because your body can stay for long without food than without water. So I advise you can do that. If you can do that, really be nice. Really be nice.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma. Let me also add my 2 cents. I think you can, if you can get food also, let's say a night before, maybe banana or something, that can work. And let's say there are some other staples that you can have as you actually have access to understand I can relate with what you're talking about. So maybe I don't want to recommend a particular food. I'm just giving an example. Maybe a bread and tea on some days. So every day is not be cereal on some days. So it is a food on some days. But immediately, I know that by 10 upward, food is available. But your classes might actually mess up you getting access to real food by day. But really, you can just find a way. Yes, and not make sure not fine, not like taking serum every morning. It's actually not too bad, like Sha said. So we have other questions here. Okay. The market said you mentioned food sugar and variation with individuals. Please can you explain more? Okay. We're talking about people that eat so much food or mix it up as what do you call it? Smoothies and spike up their blood sugar. So she wants you to talk more about that. We still have another person, so we need to move fast.
It's a, the truth is that it will take me say if I want to eat 10 apples, it will take me at least maybe 30 minutes to finish 10 apples. But you know that if I want to drink apple juice, I can finish apple juice that is made of 10 apples in 10 seconds. That's the problem with juices and smoothies. Like it allows you to take so much fructose within a very short period of time. So that's why some people advise that it's actually better to eat food that allow you like actually exercise your jaw. Like you can actually chew them. Maybe like hot sort of cucumber, Carbohydrates that actually allow you to chew rather than just blending so many sugary food together. So if you want to now, if you really are now like smoothies, I really like it and say, okay, yeah, they like it. So you can make your smoothies from low sugar food like cucumber, like avocados, although avocado is the calorie dense. We can make from cucumber. So that when you want to make fruit smoothie, the pineapple and watermelon are good can be small, then the cucumber like a lot, then your eye, then maybe like half banana. But we think people eating 5 bananas in a sitting. I mean, even people that gym, that train, they eat just 1 or 2 bananas per time, like because it's the high sugar food actually, the high sugar food. Yeah, so the kind of foods I eat matters. So if you're someone that is smoothie inclined, you can actually use more of those sugar like that like cucumber that I said. And you can use food that are actually smaller. Will actually give you so if a food give you work to develop my advise I take agbalumo over pineapple. I recommend that when you take agbalumo, actually agbalumo actually is much smaller because a lot of fruit actually most of the modern fruit, let me tell you the truth, most of the modern fruits that we have, they've undergone so much change so that if you put the apple that God actually created is actually much smaller and it's not sweet. Watermelon, the pineapple, it's not the fruit, so many things that but see, it's only like because they modified it and they can call it whatever I the meaning. That's what I mean. So look at that it's not contain or then contain all fructose.
Please, let's mute our mic. Mokwe. Okay. You can go ahead.
Not now at all. Even at better point now combine all of those sweet, at least the one that we eat was small, but it's no longer it's called I think they call it in Yoruba they call it ishi. They call it ishi. That has a very dark, what's it called now? So there are many of those, but that also you can take I don't know, you can take cucumber, you can take, and then of course food cannot replace that is the thing that people make because the phrase fruit as vegetables is very common. People think that every time. I mean, women we do it every more. So which of the nutrients that you need to support your menses and everything and support and not have anemia. Which of how much iron is a fruit and vegetable? They are more what we call that contain those that you can actually eat healthy proteins that contain iron that you're not eating. You have to say fruit and vegetable, fruit and vegetable. Everything's not fruit and vegetable. Some of those things are they're supposed to eat after you eating like or alongside a solid protein or healthy fat rich food. Do you get so? For example, now Mrs. Tosin mentioned earlier that she takes vegetables. That we should just eat vegetable, as it should be cool. How we be cool? No, that's the fun thing. She have to add healthy protein. When you making the effort, do not just make the effort like that. You won't be full because food is not about just eating calories. It's about like you full. You did get nutrient. There's so many other things involved. So it's not about using fruit and vegetables to not replace the right nutrient. Do you get so you can use no sugar food, number one. And then again, is actually eat uh, iron rich food, eat healthy protein, healthy fat, complex carb and all of these things. Eat them in the right proportion and then cannot take you food later. Either you keep up in what start eating food, no, or you've not eating anything, you're fasting the and start eating food. People learn in your too because they break their fast the wrong way. Eating food or drinking pap, make yes so. It matters. It matters.
Thank you so much, Ma. Yes, even with fruits and vegetables, we have to do it in moderation. You can go abroad though, if you eat too much of vegetables at once. Yes, our time is far gone, but I don't want to kiss about we'll close down this webinar without answering people's questions. So, Ma, just in total, 1 minute, I will just lump up all these questions. Somebody asked that is there any, if there is, what is the beneficial duration of exercise or body movement per day or for each week? So, like, what's the recommended number of minutes per day or per week? Another person is asking, is it healthy to eat boiled egg daily? Ah, that's true. There's that one. Eat egg a day. And somebody is asking, I love drinking gari. Please, is it healthy? Okay, so can you just help us? Just one is there is in the chat. So just a minute on each and let us close the webinar for the day.
How long should you move for? So I'll start with what you can do. So if for someone that does a job where they have to see their laptop all the time, if I tell you 2 hours, if I tell you 4 hours now, you do it. So it's not about what you should do or you should not do. Because if I tell you, you still not do it. So what you should do is how much movement, how long do I move for currently? And how can I start adjusting small?
that's very feasible. And that's what I will actually work, because I thought if to do 4 hours, you will not do it and you'll be feeling like I'm pulling short and I'm not a healthy person, which is not supposed to be. So start with what you can. And then, as like I said when we started, take stairs, those seats for too long. After this call now, I'll try to move around the beats, because although I almost hit myself for the big, I've eaten like almost I've hit like almost 10K steps, 9,000 plus steps. But I still need to move around, they need to. And there's some people that are still eating by this time, and I saw in the comment section that I will not mention. After eating now, still need to like at least move around. It's but that's advice that you don't eat close to bedtime, because it doesn't allow you move. You're not supposed to eat and then sleep. You're supposed to eat and then move around. Like that people say you should eat your meal like early is made, so that at least you can move around, your blood sugar glucose will go down. You not wake up tomorrow feeling heavy, tired. You not wake up as if the sun beats you in your sleep. You won't wake up like that. So what you can start with is actually very important as regards movement. That's the honest truth. So you can, every opportunity that you get to move, keep moving. You are living bit, move, Mr. Niger. Aim is for movement. Move as much as possible, as much as you can, because that's what shows that you're actually alive. So that's very important. You can start with what you can start with. Then is it healthy to eat boiled egg? If I tell you that boiled egg is healthy, someone else tell you that it's not healthy. So how will you know who to follow or who to trust? So when you want to eat something, you should be curious about what it's actually doing for you. Nutrients wise. So if I'm eating a meal and I'm eating boiled eggs and I'm eating white rice and a 4 weeks boiled eggs. I know boiled eggs contain a lot of healthy fats. Sometimes I eat as many as 3 eggs. And some will tell you, 3 eggs is too much, only one that will work and everything. But I know what it contains. I've seen what it has done for me. I've seen what it has done for my cat. I've seen what it has done for my eating habits. And the kind of meals that I'm eating actually help me get more filled up. So if you eat one egg, please tell me. Someone wants to eat rice and a 4 week egg and they sell egg is bad. Please, one will they eat more of either the A4 or the rice, which will probably not make you full. And if you eat more rice, your blood sugar will get spiked up. Your tummy will be bigger. You say you have stubborn belly fat. Meanwhile, you are the one that is stubborn and doesn't want to change. It's the point. So the truth is that boiled eggs are actually good for you. Boiled eggs are good for you because they contain iron. Let me tell you, there's no nutrient that is not in boiled egg except vitamin C. That's the nutrient that is not in boiled egg. Boiled egg, I think boiled egg is one of nature's supplements. Go and check it. Go and check it. Like check boiled egg. There's no nutrient that is not in boiled. Think of any nutrients in this life. All the nutrients that they say you need for hormonal chemical is inside boiled eggs. Inside boiled eggs. So the reason behind boiled eggs that rumor about boiled eggs is because of LDL, is because of cholesterol. So people say when your cholesterol is your cholesterol. But cholesterol is not something that you should get rid of. I'm sorry it's for taking time, but let me explain that. Cholesterol is actually a very important part of your body. Breast milk, one of the first foods that human beings get in life, has cholesterol. You need cholesterol for proper brain development. That's why people that use cholesterol medications, they don't work on their diet and lifestyle. They start forgetting things. They start having Alzheimer. It starts affecting their brain. It starts affecting their libido. It starts affecting making them frigid their sexual activities like and your sexual gets affected and you're not as active as you should be. So, but then God that made eggs and made yolk with egg, he knows what he's doing. So you can't remove egg, you can say it's too much, and that's cholesterol. There's LD cholesterol. I don't know how to do. There's really nothing like bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. It's just your triglycerides that you should be more concerned about. It is the amount of unhealthy fats in your blood, in your body. So all these don't eat more than one egg. Yes, that the motivation there too, but eggs, if I have to choose between eggs, a vegetable and rice, I'll choose eggs because egg has carbohydrates, egg has A, egg has healthy fats, egg has vitamin A, D, C, K, egg has all the things that egg has iron. So why would you tell someone not to eat eggs? So when someone tells you something online, an educated person, ask them why. What's the reason why I should not eat eggs? So God that made whole food, egg that is whole food from from a hen, no processing, nothing. You say I should not, so what will I eat? And meanwhile, you're eating vegetable that they are putting they use a lot of nonsense speaking at the factory. You're not questioning them. So as an educated person, ask them why. Why should I not eat boiled egg? If it's making me full, it has all the nutrients for me. Why should I not eat it? Why does my yeah. That's what about boiled eggs. Seconds more. That Hey, you love drinking the pills, is it healthy? So why are you drinking it? Like what nutrients is in Gary that is giving you? It's very high in starch, high in carbs. Fruit also provide fridges and fibers, which can provide because yeah, it depends on the kind of fruit actually, yes. How many times can a person eat per day? That depends on you. But if you are eating a lot, no, it depends on what you're eating. For that now, I've not eaten today. I've not eaten. I'm supposed to eat this simple. So I got caught up in things and I could not get to eat. But because I've been well hydrated, I actually don't need, not by force to eat if you are functioning well. Actually, number one. Then number two, you don't eat out of it. Like people say must eat 3 times. So I must eat. No, most of the time people that eat type of they eat out of emotion. Like I'm bored. I must choose something now. Well, after it, they say how many times should I eat snacks? How many times should I eat this? So I eat food a lot, and I do not usually have rigid routine. Sometimes I wake up midnight, I eat. Sometimes I eat later, and I just anticipate eat. So eat more meals are feeling because people start from fruits and vegetables, then they move on to snacks and junk. Why? Because fruits and vegetables will not fill you. Is it good to starve yourself from food? There's a difference between starvation and fasting. When you actually fast, your body is healing itself. You know how those people will promote liver detoxification and everything. Your body actually detoxifies and after the body, any doctor, anybody. Your liver can detox by itself. Can detox by itself. You don't need to drink detox tea or anything to detox self. So when you are not eating, your body is feeding on the your body. There's something you call autophagy, which means your body is getting rid of the old cells, and is actually when it's actually rejuvenating and renewing. So people, I had people that from just eating healthy and when waiting 1848, their skin get better, get fresh and everything. When they do so, it's not that loss. Starvation means like there's no, you don't like you're intentionally punishing your body. But there's a fasting that heals. Actually, fasting is actually something that is a part of our lives. Jesus said, "When ye fast, do this." It not say if ye fast, which means that fasting should actually be the part of your life. And everybody fast, no matter how lazy you actually fast. Between this night food and tomorrow morning, that's already fasting. So you just offend it a little bit. Nobody eats round the clock. So fasting, if you don't fast, you're killing yourself. Do you get? Because fasting is actually supposed to it's actually intermittent feasting, not intermittent fasting, because you are eating, allow your body to rest before you eat, because you're not fasting forever now. It's intermittent feasting, not intermittent fast. So your emotions, when you're eating, am I eating out of the emotions? As tonight, I'm not really hungry. If I eat, it's not like for me to eat tonight because I won't be able to move much and I won't enjoy my sleep. So till tomorrow morning, maybe or after church. So when you eat, why do I eat? Not be after church, everybody's eating buying snack, buying everything. What do I need this thing? Is that what my body needs? I'm bleeding every nerve. I'm a woman. And my body needs iron. Is it the iron that my body needs? Is it between my body? Nourish, that's why I like the topic. Nourish, move, thrive. How will you thrive? We don't nourish. Very is about your emotion. I'm angry, I eat. I'm happy, I eat. I'm sad, I eat. I'm celebrating, I eat. While I'm celebrating, I eat. While I'm mourning, I eat. So when you eat from a place of nourishment, trust me, you eat healthy more than from a place of emotion. I'm a place of it's a both. I think I answered all the question. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The energy is high. Yes, 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 yes. Please let us release our emojis. Let us appreciate our speakers. Yes. The energy in the room is high. Thank you for devouring, slicing, and breaking all the questions and giving us what we actually need. Oh, I know. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Please let's drop it in the comment section. Let's appreciate our speaker. Um, Mrs. Olakising, yeah, she also said that egg is the healthy source of complete protein, so it's a healthy choice. Just appreciate our speakers. Um, and want to appreciate you all for joining and for staying up until now because I know that we're times two of this number at the middle of this program. So some people left some minutes ago. So want to appreciate you for staying with us up till now. And we want to say thank you once again to our coaches. If you have further, what's it called, you want to maybe speak with any of our coaches or you want to book a session with them, you can send a DM to our office line. You'd I think everybody here should definitely either get an email or a WhatsApp message so you can respond to it. And on our email, there's a link to our WhatsApp line. So you can respond to the office line or to the email and you can, but please, it's not free. Oh. Let me say it now. It's not free if you want to book a session with the coach. So thank you so much for the wonderful message and have a wonderful night rest. Bye, everybody.